Hello, guys. So I know this is going to cause a misreaction because people always like to debate about issues that they feel you're lying, or maybe they get example from other people. But I'm going to be telling you about some medical courses you shouldn't study if you want to work in Nigeria. I know some people have the intention of flying abroad after their graduation. That's very nice. But if you have the intention of working in Nigeria, there's some medical courses you should not study. Decided to start with medical courses because I know that their tuition fees are very high. After spending such tuition fee in school, and at the end of the day, you are not working at that particular field that you studied, sometimes it's very heartbreaking. So don't study these medical courses if you intend to work in Nigeria after your graduation. One of them is biochemistry. Biochemistry is a very nice field. It's a very nice one. People who graduate as biochemists are supposed to be working in the lab. They're supposed to be doing researches. They're supposed to do something that's very creative, making research in Nigeria, or sorry, making their researches in the lab and all that. But in Nigeria, 80% of the people who graduated as biochemists are not working as biochemists. Get me very right. They are not working as biochemists. They are into other fields. Some of them have gone into business because when they come out into the labor market, they notice that what they have studied is not relevant in the country. So this biochemist is very good if you'll be going outside the country to work. But if you want to be working in Nigeria, please, I advise you to forget biochemistry. Look for something else and study. Number two is physiology or human physiology. Human physiology is a very nice field. You're supposed to be studying about the body, you're supposed to be studying about animals, physique, and all that. But in Nigeria, 80-70% of people who graduated as physiologists are not working as physiologists. They are into different fields. Some of them are not even in the medical field any longer. And I tell you, after your graduation, 1 year, 2 years, you have forgotten everything you studied in school except you are practicing. So why studying something where after graduation you cannot practice? I believe that enthusiasm will be there when you are already in school, that you want to study, this is what you want to do, you're in the medical field and all that. I understand that thing because I've been in school before. But I advise you, don't study these courses if you intend to work in Nigeria. I know all fingers are not equal. Some people after graduation goes abroad, flies abroad, and some are working abroad, some are doing their MSc, some graduate to do their PhD and all that. But if you know that you don't have these abilities, you know that your parents are not that's capable to finance your movement, please study something else that will make you relevant after graduation. Don't study biochemistry, don't study physiology. Number three course you shouldn't study is anatomy. Anatomy is a very nice one, but many people that studied anatomy are not working as anatomists. After all the cadaver they have dissected and all that, after all the tuition fee they have spent in school, at the end of the day, they find out that their course they study in school is not relevant in the country. Except you have the intention of flying abroad, don't study anatomy. I'm not saying anatomy is not good. Anatomy is a very relevant field outside the country where you can use it, but not in this country. Number four course you shouldn't study is genetics. I studied genetics. 90% of those of my colleagues who study genetics are not working as geneticists. I tell you, I'm not actually working as a geneticist, as you all know. I'm not working as a geneticist, but sometimes I call myself a geneticist. But how can I call myself a geneticist when I'm not practicing? So I advise people, before you study a particular course, make your research. Find out those people who have studied those courses and find out what they are doing. I have senior colleagues too who are not doing genetics. Some graduated and are doing their MSc. They are doing their MSc in other field, maybe still in research field, maybe cell biology, bioinformatics, and all that. It's a nice field actually. Genetics is a very nice field, but you cannot really practice if you have not done your